Well, we've got a different type of customer come to have a look at the caravans today. So this week, just a bit of what's going on. We've got a few little bits and tricks and tips and a few sort of stripping things down. So quite in-depth little videos that we're hopefully going to be showing you, covering a fridge, some solar, and some issues with that. So and just a little bit of what's going on, what is happening, and how the market is looking. Oh, a bit of a move around. So first thing this week has just been one of those weeks where had a big list of things to do, and just because of one thing and another, it's not really got done. So we're in desperate need of a big move around on the pitch. We've got a lot of gaps. We've got a few caravans that I've got to get round, part X's, etc. So first thing, I think we just need to have a bit of a move around, make this all look a little bit tidier, a little bit neater. And boom! So just a bit of a rejig. We've got another van just to put up the top over there. As I say, we've got a couple of vans around the back that need to come round. I think we've got about 3 or 4 vans going out this weekend, D4 being one of them, and we'll have a look at their little Partex that's over there, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Round this side we've got that lovely Swift Challenger, or the Conqueror, which we're going to come back to in a minute. A lot of interest on that. Fairway Platinum, that's gone. The Bailey Unicorn, that's actually just in for repairs. Little Swift, wait until you see this. This is lovely. 3995. This is a little bargain for somebody. 2003. Wait till you see this layout. This is a cracking layout. Now, all the walls are solid, but we have got a couple of readings in the back section. And I think it might have had a little bit of a. It's all solid, but it's had the front shelf painted as well at some point. So they've obviously had some markings or something on the front shelf there, but it's all solid and good. The old Truma blown air heating, got electric on the ring, so we've got an electric ring, and then look at that back. So these were sort of the first early, I say the first, it's the first modern early island beds. So they put it onto the side so that you could sort of get down that little gap, give you plenty of room. So it's still a climb over job, but it just meant you could get a little bit more around. You could climb over the end of the bed, and then you could close that door off, and then you got your separate shower and toilet in the middle. So what a cracking van. And we've looked at ones before where they've sort of been ahead of the time, but yeah, this is lovely. So we're going to sort of jump forwards in time but backwards in time. So looking a little bit better, few bits and bobs moved around. Over at Garden Village, been over at Garden Village all this week, so I'm going to have a quick look through. We've had a few issues, as I say, so bits and bobs that might just help you out. So we've got this issue with this fridge, just going through a little repair on a fridge. And I thought this would be a great little thing to sort of show you how it works and how it's fitted. And if you've got an issue with one of your domestic fridges with igniter that's got the same igniter as this might just help. So if you've got a domestic fridge that looks like this with a control board the same as this, and you've got the little igniter here, now there is a little battery just behind this igniter which I'll show you in a minute, but if you've replaced the battery and you still can't sort of get a tick in, just underneath of here you'll see there's normally 2 screws, 2 Phillips head screws. So I've already removed those, and that's what they are. So 2 little screws just up either. Helps if I get the camera in the right place, doesn't it? So just in either side. So I've removed those. The front will then come off. You obviously need to take the control dials out, so just a pair of pliers and they'll come. Just pull them straight out and off, and that will come then out. Now if you've already checked the battery, there's a connection at the back here, so again it's just worth double checking that connection is still okay. And then basically it's just the actual igniter is fitted into here, and you can buy new domestic igniters and you'll see they sort of have got the little front grey bit on, and if it's the actual this part of the igniter where the battery goes into that's gone faulty, that's all that you've got to do is remove the front there, and then that will pop out. There's two little clips that you can hopefully just see there, and it'll push forwards, and then you can just replace the complete unit. Now I'll show you in a second how to check this battery, and also show you how this just goes back together, because as I've just checked the connection, I don't know whether you'll hear this, but when I press the button there, the igniter is working, and it's actually you can hear it clicking at the back of the fridge. So let's just show you back in reverse how this actually goes back together. Try and set the camera up so that you can actually see what I'm doing. So obviously we'll get the wiring back together. This will then push into the back in here. That'll fit into there. Just need to make sure that it's not going to catch and get caught in any of the clips. The little indicator to show us, and again that's another thing, that if your little indicator is not working, that's how you get to this little indicator as well, to sort of show you that. And then this will just slide back in on the top runners. That pushes back in, and then just with a Phillips head screwdriver we'll just put the screws back in. I failed already because the little igniter bit there has already fallen out, so I've not located that in properly, have I? So let's just try and get that pushed in, seated correctly. Again, a bit of a fiddly job, not too bad. There we go. And as you push this in, if you've got it located correctly, that'll hold that into place properly. And then two little screws just up the top. These will push back, screw back in. Same then on the other side, and that's how this front cover panel then comes off. And you replace or do any jobs on the front section. That just does up. And then for the actual igniter, you're better off with a little flat-headed screwdriver. But this acts as, a little flathead for your screwdriver, and it's just getting the right size screwdriver that will then go in, just allow that to turn. The igniter sign sort of turns so it's horizontal. That'll pull out, and then there's just a little battery in the back of here, and again it tells you plus and minus, so make sure your battery is correct. And then that'll push back in, and that then just twists back in, and then it'll sort of pop back out. Once it's located properly, and then as you press it, you should hear the igniter going at the back of the fridge. Our little control dials then can go back on, and they're both slightly differently, slightly different. One is bigger than the other, so the smaller one is going to go over to our, no, the bigger one goes over to our right hand side. The bigger one I think goes over to our right hand side, and that just pushes in. And then our left one, and again it's just making sure that you've got it in the right connection, just pops back in. And then to run our gas, hold our gas valve in, hit our igniter, and then once that's actually lit up, our little indicator then will come up once it's lit and up into the green, and just let us know that that is actually lit. and then that'll stay up there. There we go, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going. So that is how our little indicator then just lets us know that that fridge is working on the gas. So that is basically how to strip that down, check your igniter, check your little indicator, and how it goes back together. So hopefully that has been helpful. So on those fridges, they've got the little individual igniter, and sometimes a lot of people again don't use the gas enough, or don't use it very regularly. So again, a really good tip, if you're going away, or if you've been away, or you're still away, use your gas, run the gas. Really good time of year now to run everything up on the gas. Find out if there's any little issues. I think 3 fridges that we've had this week with gas, not particularly issues, but problems where, because the fridges haven't been used very often on the gas, it's just took a little bit more time, actually, connections, just actually getting the burner going again, cleaning things out. So run everything on your gas. We've said it before, we'll say it again, and we'll probably say it in the future as well, but yeah, just run everything on the gas. Lovely 2021 Sprite Quattro FB. Now this has been upgraded to 2,000 kilograms, and I couldn't believe it last time we had a look. Maximum towing weight, so you could downgrade this back to sort of about 1,700 kilos if your car couldn't tow that. So it is possible to downgrade this. We've got it on sale at 20,495. So again, a lovely, lovely van. We did have another one of these, just a slight bit older, so that one's gone. You'll notice that I'm trying to cheat. I'm trying to do the video before I actually moved things around, so nothing has actually moved, but you'll have seen a little clip where things had moved. So a fair bit of stuff going again now. I think we always get it where people have been away over the summer and then sort of found that actually things have changed. We want a different layout, we want to try something different, we don't want this, we don't want that anymore. So get a lot of people sort of swapping. Another thing, a lot of first time people still coming into the market. We just a couple, there was a van here 5 minutes ago, it's just gone, and they've just first time couple, or first time lady actually, just collected, and she'd been away start of the holidays and basically ended up costing them an absolute fortune to go away in a like a lodge, holiday cottage lodge sort of a thing, and basically saying, well actually, yeah, I've got to outlay the money for my caravan, but I've just booked a week away, 300 quid, and it was nearly £2,000 sort of for this holiday lodge for a week in the same sort of area. So huge saving. We can go on 3 or 4 holidays for the same amount once I've got the caravan. So, and that is sort of, I keep harping on, I keep sort of arguing my point. It's still far cheaper to go away in the caravan than other forms of holidays. Yes, I get everyone is sort of saying it's expensive, it's more expensive than it was, the charge for the extras, but when you look at the alternatives, people saying you can go abroad now really cheap. Yes, you probably can, but the places that you can go really cheap, would you really want to go there? So yeah, just I don't think I'll ever win, but I don't think anyone's ever going to change my mind that it's not, it's still a cheaper form of holidays. So yeah, it's one of those. Swift Elegance 845, this is the one that we went away in a few weeks ago. Absolutely lovely van. I can't believe it's not gone yet. It is absolutely lovely. We've got the 2-berth version, which hopefully when you saw the snapshot of the pitch has actually moved, and I've moved it from here, but this is the 2-berth version. Well, it's not the 2-berth version because this is a Conqueror and that's an Elegance over there, but very, very similar. Had a few people looking at this week, very interested, and it is an absolutely stunning van, and I'm still trying to do a separate video on this because I want to get all the lights on and everything and sort of show you how it looks. But just actually physically even getting time to do a video at the minute is quite struggling. So actually getting a separate video set up on this is even more of a challenge. And as I say, it's just literally, I think we get this bit of a busy period towards the end of the season, and we get a lot of people now starting to look to change, ready for next season, and even just the end of this season. Another little base camp, so that will be coming on sale next week. Little base camp 6. So this is just coming part exchange, and we've got something really cool. I think it's really sporty and fun. So next week's video we'll have a few more that have just come in. A really cool little one, which we've sort of done a video, but only when we're in Germany, so it's not something that I've actually seen that much of over here. They are over here, but very few and far between. So we'll wait for that for next week's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this sort of bit of a funny look at how things are, a few issues that we've had, a few little tips along the way. We've still got to do a cleaning video, and I'm sort of preparing, I'm sorting out to do a proper cleaning, get all your black streaks and all bits and pieces like that. So that is coming, it is in the workings, but I've just not had a chance to actually do the video yet. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.